Good morning, Beau. Good morning.
Well, it's Friday morning, June 27, 2025. It's 5:36 a.m. and the climate is 60 degrees Fahrenheit. We're out here with Beau this morning. We're just, we're just starting our morning poop walk. That's the third time we've been out here this week in 4 days. Just trying to get back into the swing of things after my trip last week, and Beau's squirrel skills seem to have diminished a little bit for whatever reason. The goal today is for her to be a little more serious about the squirrel stalking. Not sure if that's going to happen. It's up to Beau, really. We kind of let her run the show in these morning walks, more or less. The main goal is, of course, to get one or two poops out of the dog there. This is shaping up to be a left-hand side poop because of the irrigation there. Be interested to see if that's what Beau goes ahead and does. Whoop. Well, the first poop of the day is in the bag. Yeah, my baby bro Travis is always concerned that when I do the poop toss, that the bags are going to split. They never have. So now I'm going to tell you a little story about these bags. Our California style government some years ago outlawed 3 mil plastic bags, grocery bags, and switched to the 5 mil to save the climate there. And so I had accumulated quite a supply, truth be told, about 5 years supply for Beau. But before that law went into effect, I went to Uline, which is an industrial supply company, and got, I think, 6,000 or 9,000 3 mil bags. And they've been holding up pretty good. They are a little transparent. Another word, I guess, is translucent. It's a better word. But they've been holding Beau's poop for about a year now. Don't do it, Beau. She wants to go down to the backyard fence of the Rhodesian Ridgeback family. Now, interestingly enough, last year our California-style government outlawed styrofoam, which is invented years ago for convenience and utility. And I think it's a kind of a harbinger of modern society. That's the wrong word. And of course, since we have to deindustrialize to save the environment and the climate, they went ahead and outlawed them things. So I got, for work, I think it was 4,000 20-ounce styrofoam cups. So it should be calculated. Not sure if the calculation is right now. To last the rest of my working career, and before I move out of the California style state of Washington down the line. So there's workarounds you can do to circumvent some of the restrictions and mandates set forth by our Democratic lawgivers. But every year it gets more and more difficult to keep abreast and stay afloat. I was just about to put Beau on the leash there. We're going down the gauntlet, which is high hazard because of the cyclists. Hold up, Beau. Well, we have reached the northern end of Squirrel Alley. Squirrels are abounding this morning. And it's the same baby squirrel, same tree as yesterday morning. That's pretty good. Seriously? We're cutting through this section. So Beau can wreak a little havoc. The hazard here being goose poop, obviously. You can see Beau's. There's some right there. I was gonna swim her, but she didn't go in the water. We got about another 10 days of swimming for the bad season. Then we're gonna hang it up out of an abundance of caution. It's not every year, but it seems like it's more frequent, is the cyanobacteria blue-green algae. It's one thing that our lawgivers and Western-backed scientists can't really control with the motor fuels tax. It's a toxin that's toxic to small children and dogs. The hope was Dave Warren's going to get an above-ground swimming pool this year, and I offered to chip in, but there's been no real action on that. I'll talk to him about it probably this weekend. We're going to go through the section of the park here that we normally don't do. See if we can get some squirrels that we haven't harassed recently. I think most of the squirrels gone to tree. Huh. To your left, Beau. To your left. See him? Too slow, Beau. And there's been some crashing in that tree right there. I think it's a larger squirrel. Yeah, but he's pretty far up. I don't think it's coming down, Beau. Yeah, she's drooling. Yeah, too slow, Beau. You see the 3 squirrels frolicking in the parking lot. Beau, you gotta make a move. Go on now. There's a car coming. Good morning, Mr. Squirrel. At least we found out where all the squirrels went. They're on the, if you're watching this, they're on the southwest corner of the community center. They're everywhere. I haven't seen this many mammals and trees since Costa Rica 20 years ago. There's like 10 squirrels in this tree for whatever reason. I don't think they're coming down, Beau. There's a squirrel by the water fountain. Too slow, Beau. Yeah, I hear him too, Beau. Grab some water. Go on now. And the gentleman in the truck there on the left, smoking a cigar. About 6 weeks ago, Beau jumped in the back of his truck to say hello. It was pretty strange behavior, but typical of a golden retriever. That was way too slow, Beau. Seriously. These some bitches are just playing with you now, Beau. Sorry. We'll try again tomorrow. Yeah, we usually don't run on these walks, but we're trying to beat a pack of dogs that's on the side street parallel to us. Well, we're back at the coalface. The time is 7:23 a.m. The climate is 66 degrees Fahrenheit. Whoops. I threw it a little too, I wasn't aiming for over the fence, obviously. I have to go get that at some other later date. Well, it's early quitting time for me and Beau. Load up. I gotta run some more meat related errands. We're gonna do it sooner rather than later, and then hopefully we can squeeze in a power nap. I was just checking the transmission fluid on the rig there, and I broke the door handle on the driver's side. So the Ford Ranger is falling apart on us. Yeah. And also this latch works here but doesn't work on both sides, so I don't know what the hell we're gonna do. The truck is falling apart. Well, it took an hour and 35 minutes sourcing meats and things, but I'm done. I'm not gonna step foot into a grocery store for 2 weeks. Luckily I remembered to turn on the portable AC unit before I left on my meat errands. I'm waiting for Beau to get up in the bed here. Looks like she's gonna nap right in front of the rotary fan that I got from Tom Lanzable. Well, we're up from the power nap. It was highly successful. I took a phone call from the nap area, so I didn't film us getting out of the bed, but worked out really good. But now it's time to prepare our dinner for me and Beau. This is some rancid meat I picked up on Tuesday morning. It's for something a pound, and it's gonna fry up real well on my grill. Thinly sliced chuck steak, seasoned for a carne asada flavor. Right now I gotta water the little tree, I guess. All these little yellow things are weeds I have to take care of. I got some of it from the front yard and some in the backyard I took care of, but there's a lot. More than meets the eye. It all happened last year when I doused the entire lawn with 2,4-D. No, 2 years ago. And that did something. Did not kill the grass, but I think it killed all the other bacteria in the vicinity, and all these weeds come up the last 2 years. So don't ever use 2,4-D. That's my advice to you homeowners and lawn maintenance supervisors. Well, the meat's done. Well, cutting the meat up into burrito-sized pieces. But first, Beau gets a lot of the ends and other portions of it as part of her balanced dinner. Also, she was starting to drool on my foot there as I was slicing. This is the fix. This is the best piece right here. I saved it for Beau. Sorry. And just so my mom knows I'm eating well, modified mission style burrito with a little meat garnish. Beau's already had meat garnish also off camera. Well, I just rubbed those little rib pieces down with a mixture of salt, pepper, and this carne asada, bistec seasoning, literally everything on the counter. Oh, well, that's enough rub. Yeah, we killed a moth. Two confirmed kills this evening. It's not as efficient as I thought it would be, but it's working. You gotta find a spot, Beau. Come on now. Good spot right there.
Good morning, Beau. Good morning.
Well, it's Saturday morning, June 28, 2025, 5:32 a.m. The climate is 59 degrees Fahrenheit, and there's 176 days till winter. Last Friday was the longest day of the year, and every day that goes by until winter, each of those days is getting shorter. I'm taking some comfort in that. Yeah, that there's Beau. She's a golden retriever that's been living with me for the last 6.5 years, and we're out here this morning on a morning poop walk. Beau is not happy with that trekker. Quite a little bit of barking from her, but I was able to calm her down, and we're off. Well, right at or just past Beau's normal poop spot. This might be another left-hand side poop again, like yesterday. Yeah. Well, the first poop of the day's in the bag there. Well, we got that German Shepherd that we know to be out here at times ahead of us on the right. So we're taking the river path. Well, we got the morning bath done. Now we're going to head into Squirrel Alley. We've heard just the one squirrel so far this morning. We haven't seen nary a single squirrel. You're looking at the northwest side of the circular, famous fingernail outdoor dance hall and pavilion here in Richland. It's where Tom Lanceable and his band used to play their 80s themed rock and roll music in the olden times. Actually in the 80s, I believe. There's the squirrels. Squirrels are starting to come out. Okay, the second dog of the day has been spotted, a little white dog, past the riverboat themed play structure, walking towards the river. I don't think that little dog's gonna pose a problem. We do these in town off leash walks. A lot of times what you're doing, besides looking for squirrels, is monitoring for other dog owners that could be problematics. Yeah, he's walking that way. Now we're in the west parking lot of the community center. This was a target-rich area yesterday. So many squirrels. Not seeing as many this morning. Well, this is the turnaround spot. That's pretty good. Good morning, Mr. Squirrel. Beau is not amused. See him on the left? The squirrel I thought was drinking Capri Suns. It's actually, you can see a natural water dish for the squirrel in that rock. He was just getting some morning water. We don't like being out here in nature ever during the bad season, but sometimes when we're watching the squirrels, it gets interesting. We got a Park Place dog. Pooping right now, actually. Nice little job. I guess I'll skip the water. Beau had a drink already in the river. I think she'll be okay. Well, here's the east side of the Fingernail Pavilion and outdoor arena. Too slow, Beau. Huh. Well, the morning is growing long. I'm hauling Beau back on the same route we came because Jefferson Park is full of classic cars for the show and shine. We haven't seen but 3 dogs. We've been out for an hour and 10 minutes. But this is the high risk maneuver right now, coming back on the levee at this hour. Well, it's past 7 a.m. and there's still no dogs on the levee. It's very strange. I'm not sure if I got the time wrong or something, but this is a weekend morning. Usually out here, the levee be thronging with dogs of all types and sizes. Could have slept in an hour probably. Very strange. Well, it's the most exciting Zoomy in months, but I somehow, for some reason, cut it off, the filming. That's a disappointment. A lot of disappointments on these dog walks, Beau. I'll have to get over it somehow. Yeah, she come right to me, circled back. Yeah, it was incredible. You have to take my word for it, but anyways.
Well, the power nap's over. Gotta get out of this bed and go feed Beau her breakfast.
Well, I know what I said earlier. We're doing just a test case of herbicide 2,4-D in the front yard. So many weeds. Well, done with yard work for the week. 1 hour and 5 minutes. Then I'll never get back, but it's got to be done at times. I'm gonna spray these ribs down. They've been on for 1 hour. They're quite short, but they're meaty. Where the hell's the dog? Oh, Beau, come on. Let's get out of nature and go inside.
Chicha.
Beau thinks she's doing an activity. We do have something planned, but it's not right now. Gotta check these ribs. Time now is 3:17 p.m. and the climate is 85 degrees Fahrenheit. Feels like 95. The sockeye salmons are running this time of year, and so we're sure we're gonna come down to a regular swimming spot, our new swimming hole, but there's only one fisherman with 2 poles there. Dave's actually discussing the art of fishing with that kid. We're not here for that. We're here to swim these dogs. And what do we need to swim the dogs? We need some latex toys. I'll make sure there's no other fishers. No, this looks good. I might want to do some recon all the way down that bank and see if I can find myself a better hole. But let's get the dogs swimming. Enough of the commentary. And this is why we left the house and we're in nature. Normally we wouldn't want to have to do this. Nice job, Beau. Meanwhile, the other two knuckleheads, Simba's going out in the water with 2 toys. Chase has got nothing, looking for a toy. Nice job, Beau! There's a good look at Chase. Yeah, Simba dropped the toy there. He went wild up into the brush. He's right in front of me. Good job, Chase. Don't do it, Simba. Don't do it. It's always a battle. Nice job, Beau. That was a mistake. Shoot. Another dog has joined the swimming hole area.
I guess his story is like from an abusive owner. Like,
So Simba.
if you raise your hand like that, like he'll cower. So
This is
we're
3-year-old
real gentle
Sam.
with, like, you know, that's why I have the shock collar on him, and I never turn it up, you know, high. But come here, leave it, sit, wait. Sam, go. He's a good dog. He's better than that.
Wow.
He's got new friends around, so he's not behaving.
Yeah. Chase.
Did you guys breed or you
But he just.
Oh yeah.
Just like him.
Like, look, he's making a wake right now.
Yeah, he's making a wake.
Yeah,
There's a tail going around.
Yeah. He's like a dude. Come here.
Hey, here. Simba, here. Come on. Well, we're fixing to leave. It's a pretty good swim.
There we go. You can't get all three, dude. Trust me.
Well, we're back home now. This is why I mowed the lawn the other day. Nice job, Beau.
Run, Beau.
So dinner time for the pups. Incredible. That dog eats so fast. And then the other two dogs are taking their meals, as you see here. Well, we tried to get Beau to have some carrots. I think she ate some of them and then realized what it was. So we're gonna have Simba finish up for her.
There he goes.
Oops, sorry, Chase.
Done.
You have a dog like Simba around the house, there's no real question of any bowls being uneaten. Incredible dog there. Well, it's time to do the meat.
Hey, Beau. Beau, here. Come on.
Well, the meat is now more or less prepped. But we're gonna have the dogs do the taste test. This is German sausage. Simba. Whoa. So that's a seal of approval right there from the three dogs. This is the rib meat. Pretty tender. Beau? Gotta get a big one for Simba. So, I guess the verdict is that it's edible. Well, just so my mom knows that I'm eating right and Dave's eating right. That's the dinner. I was gonna put some beans on, but we ran out of time and I forgot. Seriously, Beau? So we got meat, garnished with meat and German sausage. All right. There's the meat going out to the, seriously? Outdoor dining area.
There. See the squirrel? See his tail? The original thing that win. Simba, you just go ballistic. Ooh, very careful. You knocked that wall down.
Yeah, I think the same thing. Well, the clock is striking 8 p.m. Chase and Simba and Dave just took off. Beau is awful tired. We're going to spend a little bit of time here on the couch. We'll go on.
Good morning, Beau. Good morning.
Well, it's Sunday morning coming down. June 29, 2025. Time is 5:20 a.m. The climate is 59 degrees Fahrenheit. There's Beau. She and I are just starting our morning poop walk. Yeah, Beau's already slowed down a little bit right here, and we just started. I'm not sure if this is going to be an early poop. It's interesting. Yeah, it's funny. I always remember all those that have yelled at my dog Beau there. That gentleman just passed us yelled at Beau about, I don't know, 4 years ago. That was when we used to do the river walk the other way north. We don't do that anymore because of the preponderance of other dogs, higher tick propensity, and old dudes yelling at Beau for being Beau. Oops. Yeah, she startled him years ago with a pretty wild zoomy. He thought he was about to be took out, but he wasn't. But he did not handle it very well for whatever reason. Some people don't like dogs, is the reason. Okay, no poop yet. I don't think I seen any of the dogs last night pooping in the backyard. I didn't check this morning. Should have. I will be checking that later, in all likelihood. Well, we made it to the Rotary Club Centennial Park, home of the cougar statue. Still no poop yet from Beau. This is a secondary poop location for her, typically. So I anticipate her first bowel movement of the day to be taking place shortly. I'll let you know. Well, the stupid sumbitch is doing circles, wandering around in the parking lot, blocking our route pretty much. Well, we're still waiting for our first squirrel sighting, and we're still waiting for the first poop of the day. There's the fingernail stage and amphitheater. It's where Tom Lanzittel, the D is Silent, has played in his youth, relative youth. I think he was in his early 30s when he was the leader of a rock and roll band of, first squirrel. Don't give up, Beau. Don't ever give up. That's the same squirrel from yesterday. That's his tree, I guess. Good morning, Mr. Squirrel. Well, it's disappointing. I think Beau is, I'm not sure if her heart is in the game this morning. Now we'd just be happy with a poop, truth be told. He's doing a lot of the number one, but no number two yet. Potential first poop of the day. Hopefully. I'm not sure anymore. It's a good spot though. Yep. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, the first poop of the day is in the bag. Shoot. Well, we're gonna have to monitor that on a daily basis until it comes down. We'll take care of it at that time. It was unanticipated. I was trying to do a trick shot into the trash can. Shoot. Couple ladies that Beau seen there. This is not going to end well. Shoot. That ended well. That's Edna. Edna's all business. She didn't want to say hello. Beau, come on back. Yeah, we haven't seen Edna in probably 6 weeks. Because we're not going down the point here during the bad season because of the tick hazard. But Edna has lots of walks. And you'll see her out here as well as the point area from time to time. There's the controversial elephant slide and the new renovated park. Not a whole lot of squirrel action this morning, but it's all right. We do have an activity planned this afternoon for Beau. You can probably guess it if you've been watching these dog videos for any length of time. Yeah, Beau did receive a snack from Edna, so I'm gonna see if I can get her some water. Working on it, Beau. Well, now we turned around. I think Beau is still a little bit tired from yesterday's activities. been a very mellow morning walk for whatever reason. Well, for that reason, I guess. Well, now we're going to rest up a little bit to give us more energy and recharge our batteries for the rest of the day. Kind of an early morning power nap, but I think it's warranted. Because Beau was downstairs napping anyway. So we're going to kind of combine the whole napping situation. If you do have a dog, it's always good to nap with her. It's my philosophy. Well, we found more rancid ribs. We had to go to Safeway for one item. I know I said I wasn't gonna go to the grocery store in 2 weeks, but needed one item. But we went to the rancid meat section. Time is 2:59 p.m. and the climate is 88 degrees Fahrenheit. Feels like 98. And that's where I brung Beau down to the river this afternoon for some swimming. It's one confirmed fisher down here, a bunch of rafters and other folk, but it ain't gonna be no problem. Nice job, Beau. Hey, Chase. Hey, Simba. Why don't you go ahead and get that? How's it going, Chase? Got something for you in my pocket here. Hey, Samson, what's happening? Now we got 4 golden retrievers. Nice job, Chase. We're gonna need a little help, Beau. Beau, we're losing it. Go on. Touch it up. Go. Go, go. Little help, Chase.
Give it, Chase. Touch it up. Give it, Chase. Give. Yeah, get that way. Good job.
Thank you, Chase. She's the fastest dog in the river. Oh, this is going to be bad. He's got two. Yeah. Nice job, Beau. Come on. Nicely done. Never back down. Well, this is like swimming 4 dogs, all with different temperaments. Except for Beau, who's not temperamental. Beau, Simba, and then Colorado Don's in the way, but that is Samson, her dog, and then Chase is coming up here. Chase does cleanup duty, rescue ops, things like that, because Simba, he'll drop a toy as soon as another toy comes in his field of view. Nice job, Beau. Yeah, always got to keep an eye on that one there. He's so fast. Nice job, Beau.
Exactly which one he threw for her, too.
Simba, you're gonna go a long way to that one. Simba! Simba!
Yeah, looks like we got a Missouri boat ride situation. Nice job, Beau.
That looks so relaxing.
We got a 5th golden retriever.
Party, you know?
So let's go through the count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's Indy, Nova, Chase, Samson, Simba, Samson, Beau. Trying for a group shot. This is Nova.
Going out to Pelican. This one? Oh. There we go. Samson. Yeah. Not a good swimmer at all.
I didn't get those jeans.
It's like I missed out that day. That's funny.
Oh, he ran around. And I'm getting. Yeah. Hey,
Probably hotter than
but I love the sun, so this is.
I'm like, I don't know, I haven't even been here a year yet. Nova! Come on, girl. Come on, Nova. All right, thanks, Kevin. All right, guys.
It's 5. We're missing a dog. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no. Samson just left. Nice job, Beau. Don't do it, Simba. Well, it's afternoons like that is the only reason that gets us out into nature in this climate. It was pretty fun when them 2 other dogs come up. Indy and the little girl is Nova. She's a very strong swimmer. Reminds me of Beau at that age. Well, now it's time to feed the dog and shut it all down, I guess, for the evening. Dinner served for Beau here. Just have a little bit of carne asada. Well, now's the time to try to get Beau on the couch.